Hello and welcome back, everyone, to the Hyperion Cantina on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries for StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. And in this episode, we'll be moving on to Dead Man's Port in order to... Well, first we got dialogues to go through.
Until you decide, ain't nothing to discuss.
Well, I thought we did trust you.
I'm in the right place.
We kind of trust him. Alright. Yep, Hill's got the Spartan company. I attempt to purchase all the mercenary companies with the exception of the Devil Dogs, and I think we even get Devil Dogs at the end of the game, so...
Causing a chain reaction that has taken out several housing complexes in this working class neighborhood.
Not the working class.
Was an act of terror by the notorious Jim Raynor, but our own investigations suggest that the plant must have been infiltrated by forces with sophisticated stealth technologies.
Yeah, and we don't have ghosts yet, so we can't do it.
Ghost operatives have gone rogue. For UNN, this is Kate Lockwell reporting from the core world, Nephor 2.
So, we're going to learn how to use radar?
No. We already have the ability to use radar. It is pretty heavily implied that Tosh did that, but to be perfectly honest, it's more likely it was another faction of Spectres that we never get to see.
That is one of those points of juxtaposing. That, I mean, you elected to talk to Tosh and say, you know, oh, I still don't trust you. And then some shit happens that looks suspicious. So, obviously, you would think it's the person for whom there's a lack of trust.
Right.
Best bet of breaking that encryption.
Off to Dead Man's Port we go.
Dead Man's Port. It's risky just waiting here with all these mercenaries around. Colonel Orlan sure taking his time decrypting that adjutant for us.
Yeah, I'm getting a bad feeling about this.
Incoming
You know,
transmission.
kind of like that feeling like you might be the
Hey,
next
Han.
dead man
Orlan
at
decrypted
Dead
your
Man's
adjutant,
Port.
but he's planning to sell it to the Dominion. Must have been something exciting in there. He wants me to keep you off his back until they arrive.
Would
That's
you,
nice,
Jim?
Mira.
Yep.
But why are you telling
I'd still hit that.
Because I like you and Matthew better than him, of course. Match Orlan's offer, and I will help you take him out instead. He's paying in minerals, so...
Oh, god damn it. Don't make me choose.
Done.
Because
do
no
you
matter
mean?
what I
It's not
do,
really a
somebody's
choice.
going to be
We can't
disappointed.
do this mission without a recruiting Mira, for the record. It's just easier if we do recruit Mira.
I will have to side with
Right. That you could just, with just as much validity, complete the mission as originally briefed. Or take this alternate path that just got tossed our way.
It's gonna be hard to get minerals.
Although the answer usually is take the path that just got tossed your way.
Before Orlan does.
Yeah, specifically because this mission is built specifically so it will show you how awesome the next unit that we're getting is, the Vulture. It's lying to you. So don't use the Vulture.
But they can lay spider mines.
Yes, it can lay spider mines. It can lay exactly 3 spider mines, unless you bother to just purchase the upgrade that allows you to buy more spider mines.
Ah, so that's how they get you. To
Look,
make you
spider mines
commit.
in general are actually a really good defensive option. They really are. Unfortunately, spider mines also don't really have enough damage to be really worth it. It's why even for this mission, I don't get the achievement on Minesweeper for this, because in order to get Minesweeper, you have to kill, I think it's either 15 or 40 enemies with Vulture mines. I don't understand how the hell you're actually supposed to do that, because to be perfectly honest, the spider mines don't have a high enough damage in order to, you know, score kills even on +1 Marines. And if they can't kill +1 Marines, they're not going to kill fucking anything else.
And what are we up against? +1 Marines.
We're up against the Terran faction. Specifically, we're up against Colonel Orlan's mercenaries that he bought in order to defend himself against us, because he is betraying us.
Yes, well, I smoke my cigar. We're going to send men out to die. Die for money.
It's actually
They couldn't
very
be
easy in
happier.
this mission to accumulate a large large mineral bank, and from that mineral bank build up your own force. It's just that recruiting Mira's pirates is honestly more effective, simply because her units get the benefits of being the mercenary steroids.
Those vulture bikes. Good eye, Tychus. We can use them to lay mines around our base to hold off Orlan.
See, spider mines around our base to hold off Orlan.
Yes, and it's a shame because even I do that, and my base still ends up getting minorly threatened relatively early on in the south because spider mines just don't do enough goddamn damage.
Something on your mind.
Yeah, there is
Yes,
something on
even
my
in StarCraft
mind.
1, Vultures were terrible. It's just that in this game, it's more egregious that they're terrible because they could have been better. They just chose not to make them better.
And then we pause for a second.
The good thing that Vultures have on them is the fact that they have a relatively long range ground to ground attack, and they're extremely fast. Thing is, Reapers already do that, and Reapers, being biological units and having an increased natural heal delta, are significantly better because they can also go up cliffs. Observe how terrible that was. I got 2 kills off of that, and my Vulture nearly died doing it. Ugh.
To the repair bay.
We finally actually have our armory, so we can actually start getting vehicle upgrades if we want. We don't, honestly, because, well, we're not going to be using Vultures. We're not going to be using Vultures for this mission. We're going to be doing Marine Medic, as always. Look, a Protoss relic.
Get the gold bolt. Come on.
There we go.
Protoss
The
research.
3 Protoss relics are the one here, there's one in the south, and there's one on the southern path to Orlan.
Affirmative.
Picking up more scrap.
Appears that Raynor's aim on the clown's mouth with his water pistol is much more accurate than Orlan's.
Only kinda. I mean, the whole reason why we're doing so well is because we took down one of his bases that was in the north, and that we've been scouting. We've scouted effectively a third of the map.
Oh, sabotage, you say?
Yes, sabotage.
See, I can sabotage a computer player. It's just I'm not that crazy about sabotaging a human player. I'd rather take you at your best.
Here's the
instead
other
of-
relic.
It's just not as satisfying to strangle the king in his crib. I'd like to take him down in armed combat like a man.
Well, sabotaging your opponent is pretty much the only way to become a professional in StarCraft 2.
Upgrade complete.
Yeah.
Mineral field depleted.
Oh no, our mineral fields are being depleted. Whatever will we do, Mr. the Cloud?
Yes, sir.
Well, it's StarCraft. You have to star.
Please state the name.
You gonna give me orders?
I mean spread.
Depleted.
Expand, Cloud, expand.
Expand.
Outstanding.
Like a business.
Of course.
Every
The
year.
actual thing that we're going to be doing is just instead of expanding like we're supposed to do, what we're going to do is we're just going to go get up pick up the rest of the scrap from around the map.
Pick up scrap
Mineral
all
field
over the
depleted.
map.
I mean, we already have almost all that we need. We just need, what, 850 more minerals?
All the scrap on the map.
How about
Keep shooting it. Its walls are weakening.
sir?
I hate how ineffective spider mines are.
You gonna give me
Yeah.
orders? Oh yeah.
Right now.
No, even when you get the ability to purchase spider mines, the fact of the matter is spider mines have way too low an activation range in order to be a useful defensive tool. It is always better to instead of building vultures, build a bunker and supply it with marines, because not only can you repair that bunker if you need to, but the marines that you put in that bunker can also then
All right.
be utilized for offense should you no longer need to defend the area. Whereas a spider mine, once it detonates, it's gone, and it's difficult to replenish.
Aside with you and Matthew.
I'm guessing all of her stuff
Yay.
is the pink stuff.
I'll
And
serve
now it turned
the
blue.
double-dealing backstabbers.
Which means that Mira's forces are now under our control.
In the thematic and in the gameplay sense. Oh, the mission continues. Okay, so what are we doing next?
Yeah. What we got to do
Destroy
next
the
is
fortress.
force Colonel Orlan's forces to surrender him to us. Now, one of the more interesting things about this is the fact that Mira's forces all count as mercenary units, so they all have specific upgrades. She's got Spartan Company, Siege Breakers. Those are the big ones. I'm not sure if she's actually running War Pigs, but I think she's running War Pigs.
No more war pigs have the power.
Yes, it is in fact the classic War Pigs rock song.
Yeah, they've been doing that quite a bit in this game, which is adorable. Is that they're making folklore and music references.
Sure.
I don't know if Diamondback is technically a musical reference. It probably is, but I'm not sure.
Like, well, you know what Diamondback kind of, when you say it real fast, it sounds like dime bag, like dime bag.
Sure,
barrel.
but I would argue that the reference there would actually be Whitesnake.
Yeah, that also was a thing in the 80s.
By the numbers, boys.
The 70s and 80s.
We did a pretty massive jump cut because we ended up needing to reinforce this with additional mercenaries from our own compound.
Yeah, we don't need to see the walk-up. You're destroyed.
We don't actually need to blow up the entire base. We just need to actually take down Orlan's command center. The thing is, Orlan's command center is up that ramp, and getting up that ramp is going to be a bit of a hassle unless we have a decent forward line. And a decent forward line for us would actually be War Pigs supported by medics. And yeah, we have very few War Pigs left.
And this is just teaching you the classic how to win the game of StarCraft: is destroy all of your enemy's bases so that he cannot recover. And then the game ends automatically. It's like fucking Saigon. How's 12, you dickhead?
Unfortunately, my siege breakers are a bit too far back in order to actually do the thing that I want them to do. But yes, Orlan actually has a planetary fortress here, which means that this building has the ability to defend itself. Mind you, it's
you
not
say
defending itself
that,
all that
but
well, but it is still managing to defend itself.
It's
Jump on top
one
of the ramp,
additional
then go
gun
into
on
siege
the
breaker
map.
mode.
I guess the point is that because bases have more health, have lots of health, I should say, that as long as it's standing,
That
at
is
least
not
you got
our
one
force,
gun
goddammit,
firing.
game.
All right, I surrender. Just take your damn adjutant already.
I ought to do the universe a favor and put you down, Orlan. It's too bad I might need to hire you someday. Mira, do me a favor. Keep him on ice.
You got it, Raynor. I will keep
Thanks,
the snake
Mira.
safe and sound for you. I will even do it for free.
That has one consequence in the next campaign. Let's see, how many units did we kill with spider mines? 7. And we need to kill 25 to get Minesweeper. I'm never going to get the Minesweeper achievement. I fucking refuse.
Well, I tell you what, I gotta give this game credit for at least supplying you with the necessary criteria to stay interested in using spider mines. They even count how many kills you get with it on the very first mission where you got to use spider mines.
So, what's in this old adjutant, Mr. Cloud?
We dug you up on Tarsonis.
So,
Were you online during the Zerg attack? You remember
let's go over this animated cutscene where I interview a broken down adjutant one more time.
Civilian prospector, founder and leader of the Sons of Korhal terrorist group. Status: criminal. Accessing intercepted transmission 0081 to 0086 Alpha.
This is Duke. The
Ah,
emails are
yes.
secured
Just
and online.
just before the fall of New Gettysburg.
Lieutenant.
What? The Confederates on Antigua were bad enough, but now you're going to use the Zerg against an entire planet? This is insane!
She's right, man. Think this through.
I have thought it through.
I have thought it through. I'm given my order.
I find it interesting that the adjutant actually uses different colored eyes in order to indicate who's talking. Arcturus is red, Raynor is green, and I think Kerrigan was purple.
To ashes around me.
Well, that's a nice visual aid.
Yes, it is.
Believe it. We can nail Minx to the wall with this.
Political smear campaign away. Be safe, everybody.